All right. Are you looking to do more in a warehouse, but you're just, maybe you're new to SQL, you're new to like building stuff in a warehouse and you just want some help? Oh, Microsoft Fabric introduced these amazingly awesome templates to just get you started with some of the most basic common tasks that you'd be doing in a warehouse. And today I'm going to show you how to leverage them. It's awesome. Yeah. I mean, hey, are you doing the YouTube stuff? Liking, subscribing, sharing all that stuff? Oh, it really helps me out. I'd appreciate it if you did. All right. So, in our first videos, we did a whole bunch of stuff. We're really focusing on the warehouse and all these amazing capabilities. So, first video, we created our warehouse and we loaded it with the Dataflow Gen 2. Second video, we went in and we created a lake house and added in data without moving data in. We just created the lake house. So, that's awesome. Last video, we did a new warehouse notebook that allows you to query a data warehouse and a lake house all in one place. It's is fantastic. This video, we're going to show you some amazing new capabilities right inside the warehouse that just like gets you up and running and gets you started. Okay. So when you go in your warehouse, it's gonna like show you all the different tabs and queries that you've been running. Really easy, like put them in and find out where you left off last. But they've got this new feature right up here called SQL templates that's really going to help you out. So the first template, if we look at them, there's four of them. Creating a new schema, a new table, a new view, and a new store procedure. Let's check each one of those out. So if I say new schema, all it's going to do, it's gonna give me the schema prompt or the T-SQL prompt for how I'm going to create a schema. A lot of people just forget it, and like I'm one that doesn't remember this stuff, so I'd always Google it or whatever. Because like, hey, how easy is it to Google it? Versus getting the syntax wrong. Because like it's slightly different in different databases, but here it is. You gotta create schema one, and this one we're gonna call it model because I want my models to be based off of it. So I'm gonna say model. Right? I'm just gonna update it. I'm gonna hit run and blood out. Look at that. Boom. I've got a model schema was created just like that. Now, one big pro tip, I'm going to go up and I'm going to rename my query. I'm going to call this model schema creation. So like if I ever need to have access to this anyplace else, I've got that available. And look, it's down here. Now it's in my queries. I'm actually this is something I want to like other people to have access to. So like I am totally gonna now move this into my share query. So other people that I work with are gonna have access to this because this is an asset that I'm creating and I want people to use. All right. I'm gonna do this for the other ones too. So all right. Next item is under the SQL templates is the new table. Boom. Same thing. Right. So we're going to get the T-SQL, the basic T-SQL statement here for a create table. And it's going to like run through, okay, hey, it's a create table. Here's what, where it's going to be. Now I'm going to modify this one. I'm going to call this my demo table. And we could just leave the column as int, not null. But I could do other things, right? So I could call it call to varchar, right? Call three, max, no, yeah, yeah, char, right? Like whatever, right? Whatever my table definitions are, I could go ahead and I could create this one. And again, if I just run this bladow, boom, my demo table is now available. Now note, it's not going to have any, it's not going to have any, like data in it, but I've got the definition out there. So that's good. Now, again, I'm going to rename this one. So this could be create table. And then I'm just going to paste in what the name of the table is I created with this rename and then share that into my share query so that, again, any asset I use to create content out there, I want other people to be able to go out and see what that definition is. Next item, SQL templates, new view. Now, this is the big daddy. Okay. So if I needed to create like a report view or something else that like merged and brought data together into one space or combined it into something, I could do that all inside of here. And that template creates that basic create view framework. So create view, the syntax is here. Now it's really easy for me to go ahead and put that in. So I could create this, and I could call this my report. Well, I like to naming conventions are important, so I'm going to call it VW because I like to let people know they're accessing a view. I'm going to call it report reseller. All right, and it's going to be select star from, and in this case, it's going to be DBO dot dim reseller dr inner join DBO dot factory seller sales FRS. Whoops. I'm a big fan of like maintaining, naming convention orders. So this is going to be dr dot reseller sales key, and I am lazy, so FRS, and then paste the reseller sales key. Well, that was an interesting thing. So I basically I created this view. I've got that together. Hit run. Oops, sorry. Run. Just highlight what I want to run. Do you see that though? Look what I did. So I just wanted to run like this select statement that's right here, and get the results to make sure that was what I wanted. Hey, look, it's everything I wanted it to be. So now I've got my create view in place. Now as I run this, ah, ha, 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 I can't have the same key name in that. So it's not going to exactly work because I have the same, you'll see I have reseller key in twice because I'm using it in there. So we will change this to FRS dot star, and now we'll be able to run this. It'll create the view because it's just returned the FRS items. Kind of a useless view, but you know what? It's a view. It shows you how you can create it, right? And again, I'm going to rename my query as what I'm doing. Paste, rename. And again, I'm going to move that to my shared queries. The last item that I have in here is create a new store procedure. And this one I just absolutely love because if we look at this, it's going to give us the T-SQL breakout and structure for this with, hey, we're going to create this store procedure name. I've got some parameters here that's going to give, and then I've got a select statement that I can set those up with. So, we're going to call this one the Kratos BI store proc. And I could put in some parameters here. I'm actually going to like do the same select statement here. I'm going to use that. Do select. I'm going to paste that in. But here's where I'm going to say where FRS dot I don't know. Customer PO number is parameter 1, and FRS dot oops, why didn't that do that? And FRS dot what's one of the tables there? Product key is param2 or equals. I forgot to put the equal there. There we are. So now I probably want to param1 is PO number. So let me change that up on param1, and param2 is going to be param product key. Got that, and I've got that there. Now when I run this, boom, I've created a store procedure that returns these results when I get it, and I can pass in these parameters. I'm going to rename this query such. rename, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to make sure that that moves to shared queries. All right. Do you find this easier and helpful for how you can manage and do different things inside of the new Fabric Warehouse experience? I sure as heck do. Gosh dang, do I wish I had these capabilities when I was starting out. Boy, are you starting out so much faster than I did with all these great, amazing tools. You're going to be more productive. The people in your org are going to be more productive. It's just awesome. All right. If you like this stuff, you want to support the channel, hey, I've got something I should. We've got our first like partnership affiliate thing. Links down below with Hexclad discounts, some amazing deals on some bundles of Hexclad products. These pots, pans, and stuff will last your entire life. This is their Big Daddy Walk. If you're cooking a huge meal with a bunch of people, this is the shiz. It's awesome. Gordon Ramsay endorses it. It's got all sorts of great key features. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not like a huge salesperson, but uh, I own them. I bought like the whole set as well as that. Frankly, right before like this even came up, I paid money for it. So if you like them, do check it out. They're just absolutely fantastic. I can't speak highly enough of it. They'll last your entire life, so they cost a little bit of money, you know. But the discounts right now, especially this is being filmed before the holidays, it's a fantastic thing, and it really helps support the channel. All right, you guys, you're awesome. Digital combines strategic industry insight and advanced technical expertise to uncover and solve your digital transformation challenges. If you're interested in learning more, check out our website at bakertilly.com/digital.